how do you see the semi-finals? The teams that qualified for the semi-finals. Atletico Madrid, yes, Atletico Madrid versus Arsenal, and then PSG against Bayern Munich. I feel the Bayern and PSG, it sounds already a final to me.
Yeah, it is a good game.
It's a very good game.
It's a good game.
You expect high intensity, open play, goals, a lot of fancy, good ball playing players, both sides. So it's going to be an entertaining football
game.
Yes.
So for me, that side.
And then on the other side, we are seeing Aram football. Diego Simeone, Mikel Arteta, bus, pack, tic-tac, 0-0, penalty, da-da-da. I don't know.
For the first game, Bayern Munich and PSG.
Yes.
To me, I'm seeing Bayern going through. Why? Because Bayern Munich has another different style of approach or another game structure that they don't normally use. They come into these games like actually the Real Madrid second leg where they knocked Real Madrid out. So they were trying to implement such a physical and a high intensity game of counter-attack football. And the ball possession game, they usually come with that game to the smaller teams or the teams that don't have such power like them. So for them, they have a different test of these games. However much you come in to possess, that doesn't guarantee you to win a match. Maybe major to these big teams, because you have to be having like different plans for a game. Maybe like you come in with a plan A, plan B, and plan C according to the game situations. Because PSG has that a fast possession based game. They also use that counter-attack sector, but they usually do it with possessing the game or possessing the ball. But Bayern Munich does the possession game, but a very little power like the PSG game. Because when you look at their stats, they have that possession, but their possession is most likely to come in the maybe later minutes. Because in the first game, when they faced Real Madrid, they had a less possession for that game. However much they won it.
At Bernabeu.
Yes, at Santiago Bernabeu. So for them, they majorly prioritize getting fast goals than possession. And then PSG, they also prioritize getting goals, but they also take some more time trying to build these goals according to the category of world-class teams. Then that thing costs you somehow.
Well, me, when I look at that game, PSG, when I was watching the games against Liverpool, it showed us another style of play that they can possess. If you look at their defense, most of people will only look at PSG as their attacking force, but their defense is good. Because I was watching Liverpool pressed PSG, both games, both legs, in Paris and even at Anfield. But if you watch Marquinhos and Pancho, they are good. If you see Hakimi, is good. Mendy in there is totally good. Even their goalkeeper.
And Mendes might miss that game.
Okay, he came out in the Liverpool game. He had a knock, which we shall see the reports. But I'm showing you their defense. And when you come into the midfield as well, they are solid. Because if you're seeing Vitinha and João Neves, and then this young man who is stepping in Zai Emery, who is stepping in for Fabian Ruiz, that midfield is also solid. So I'm looking at PSG as a well-balanced team. However, when you're planning for PSG, you're always, most of the clubs thinking, how am I stopping PSG without scoring me? But are you able to score it? Because Liverpool had a very attacking football. Ekitike in there, Isaka in there, Fernandes in there. They failed to score PSG.
They failed
in 2 legs.
Actually, they failed to be clinical, but they had some good moments.
Yes, you can create some good moments, but you fail to score. And then when you go to Bayern, one thing that I'm worried about them is their defense. Their defense leaks. Any team can score in them. So when you are facing PSG, who are very, very attacking, they can catch you on a very fast transition in the likes of, Dembele, Kvaratskhelia, and then Desire Doué, Bakola, whoever.
It is the same scenario at Bayern Munich.
Then when you look at look at defense at Bayern Munich, you look at Upamecano, Jonathan Tah, their defense is shaky.
It is not shaky because those names you usually see them on the podium, but the same way these PSG defenders work, it is actually the same way the Bayern Munich defense works. Because if you look at the way PSG concedes goals, it is not at the same rate as Bayern Munich.
Yes.
Bayern Munich has less goals conceded than PSG, and has the highest number of goals scored from their team than still PSG. When you look at the way these teams operate in defense, it matters more with the midfielders on how they try to cover up their defense. And this comes to the goalkeeping department too.
Yeah.
The goalkeepers they are good. And then how does your keeper operate when you guys are on attacks?
Yes.
This is where you'll find Manuel Neuer having a man of the match. That means you have maybe showed some weakness in defense. Reaching your goalkeeper most times, that implements a scary moment to your goalkeeping department, that you can be scored past anytime, but you have a good goalkeeper in there. And then PSG, the more you get to their defense, the more you get some good goals. And then scoring at Bayern Munich, because for both teams have attacking games.
Let's look at, let's combine the 11.
Combining the 11.
Combine the 11. If you look at goalkeeper, the two, of course,
Stefanov and Neuer.
And Neuer, of course, Neuer for me.
Yes.
Then center backs, Upamecano, Marquinhos. Whom do you go with?
I go with Marquinhos.
Marquinhos experience. Then Pacho and Jonathan Tah.
At the moment, I will go with Upamecano. I mean with the Jonathan Tah.
Because, he did well in that invisible via Rukozen. Okay, Patch is solid, is just, establishing himself. Okay, I agree with you. Then Achraf Hakimi.
And
this side,
Joshua Kimmich.
Joshua Kimmich is in the midfield.
He's
Sometimes they
guy.
force him behind, but they played this guy. Is he Pavlovic?
Pavlovic.
Yeah, he's the one that played that. Now.
You go with the Achraf Hakimi.
Then the other side we have Mendy, and this side they play who at Bayern?
Davis is
Alfonso,
back.
yeah, he came in.
Yeah.
He got some times.
Still, I will go with Mendes.
Then come into the midfield. You have Vitinha. The other side you have Kimmich. And then you have João Neves. And then this side you have who? Gnabry?
Gnabry plays attacking force in the number 10 role usually.
In the number 10 role.
So in their midfield, Bayern Munich, we usually have this guy called Stefano. In their midfield, we have Joshua Kimmich, and then we have this young boy called, is it Karl-Heinz?
Karl is injured apparently.
He's injured. Then you still have Musiala in their midfield. He's back.
He comes back and on and off. But in their midfield, they put in that Alexander Previk and Joshua Kimmich. That is, they played 2-3-1, then 4 at the back. That is their system.
Yes, playing that, but still their midfield is not well balanced like that of PSG. But being not balanced, but the work rate resembles. According to the performance along the
the front three, the forwards, Olise, Diaz, Areke, Dembele, Cafesteria, and Bakola.
I go with the front three of Bayern Munich.
Apart from Diaz and Areke, I feel the other side Cafeteria is for me than Olise. According to delivery, Olise is better there than Kvaratskhelia. Kvaratskhelia has just scored maybe like 4 goals back to back. But when you look at their performance compared to Olise's performance along the season, Olise is far better. Cafeteria has done it in Napoli. He has come. Michael Olise has been doing it also. Yeah, he has been doing it at Crystal Palace. He did it few moments. Then Bayern Munich is one of the best players. Is best, but that is a conversation for another day. But let's wait that game. But I feel it's going to go on the coaches' tactical battle. Luis Enrique and who has done it, and company who is trying it for the first time. Because last year was it still in the semi-final or quarter-final? Bayern Munich. They were knocked out, I think, early. At quarter-finals? I think it was quarter-finals. So, Vincent Kompany is doing it for the first time. Luis Enrique has done it. And he's still he's for the tried, tested, and approved. Yes. So I feel PSG will go through. I see PSG on the final. Okay. But for me, I'm seeing Bayern Munich there. You're sticking with Bayern Munich? Yes. Let's go to the alarm side. And the other side? Atletico Madrid, Arsenal. And my opinion there is different. Last time I told you, I still go with Atletico. To go through to Bayern, through Barcelona, and it happened. Home and away. But this time round, I'm going in for Arsenal to go to the finals. Knock out Atletico Madrid. Yes. Yes, I have my own opinions too. It's okay. When I look at this game, please do. This is where I see Diego Simeone trying to plan for a team and not commonly faced to his rankings. He usually faces Real Madrid. He usually faces Barcelona. And every time he has faced Real Madrid, there's always been one person, Cristiano Ronaldo, knocking him out like 4-6 times. And then when you come to Arsenal, Arsenal is a different English club in perception because they bring you that soft bit of the game, then they bring you the other physical and attacking game. And in the Champions League, they have been acting differently. And they have played them before. They have played 12 games, lost none, drew 2 only, and won 10. Yes. And then you're coming in for a team and that I think is the only team that has conceded less goals. Yes, in the Champions League. And if I'm not mistaken, they are like 5. Not really. Maybe they might be 5, but when you look at 2 of the other cut team, the one of Bayern Munich, and was it Atletico de Madrid? Yes. I think they are 4 or 5. And then Atletico Madrid is coming in for the same team that destroyed them at the Emirates. That was. We don't count that one. That was DG phase. We weren't ready. How don't you? How comes that you don't want to count? Because Arsenal did the same thing with PSG last year. They went at Emirates and Arsenal won. Was it 2-1? However, scoring and I think Mikel Merino. But when they faced PSG in the later stages, they were knocked out. Not on the later stage, on the semi-final. Yes, that is PSG knocked them out, home and away. So this stage is serious. Diego Simeone and Atletico Madrid, this stage, they have experience than Arsenal. In 140 years, Arsenal is just doing it for the second time in a row to be on this stage. Meaning, Arsenal, they have played semi-finals 4 times in their entire years of Arsenal living. Atletico Madrid, they have played this stage and gone through and lost the finals, I think twice against Real Madrid. So I feel Diego Simeone on paper has an upper hand. But if you look at this Atletico Madrid, apart from us knowing Diego Simeone will come and play that, defensive football, but he has soft players that can play ball. In the likes of his son, Simeone.
That one is not a soft guy. Atletico Madrid does not.
Julian Alaves.
Those people want to play the so-called soft ball.
The concentration of Arsenal and Atletico Madrid, because I'm quite sure Atletico Madrid also is like, this is my moment. The league is nowhere near it. Arsenal is still in it. So that game is coming after the game of Newcastle and Man City. So if you look at the fixtures of Arsenal, they are going to face Atletico Madrid when they are comfortable in the league and the load, their clear vision or target will be clear that this is now what we're going for, either the league or the Champions League. Because after the Man City game, we're going to talk about it, and the Newcastle game, the 3 games that are remaining are not that
decisive,
worrying. You understand? Because if you have Fulham at home, West Ham, Burnley and Crystal Palace, those are winnable going on paper. So Atletico Madrid, I feel for the first time after like 26 plus years, Arsenal is onto the final. I agree with you.
You're going in for Arsenal.
I'm going in for Arsenal. Arsenal is going to the final. I'm seeing Arsenal to the final. That is my view, according to...
This is the first time Sammy is siding with my opinion. But most
on
times...
Sunday, we're going to disagree.
Most times you come in here, we disagree. Then the next time you be like, my friend.
You have said Bayern to go through, I've said PSG to go through.
Yes.
You have said Arsenal to go through, and we agree. So we lose together, or we win. And if you lose, don't come and tell me because of me.
It will be because of you.
Why?
Why do you come?
Okay, Atletico to go through. You know me, I'm a chameleon.
Are you contented with your decision?
I'm contented. Arsenal is going through. And but still on Arsenal, let's talk about the Sunday game. Man City against Arsenal. Arsenal has a lot to talk about. A lot. Bukayo Saka is doubtful. Noni Madueke over the weekend, midweek, the Champions League game, he came off limping. And I think it's Danny. Then you look, who else? In the midfield, their captain, Odegaard, I think he got another setback and an injury. He was trying to push to come back. He got a setback. So I don't think he will be fit to face Man City still. Timber, I don't know.
He's probably...
Bukayo Saka, we don't know what happened, but he's injured.
He's still suffering with this, with the other injury of the hamstring, because it doesn't usually go away like that.
But I think it was too much games. He played too much games.
Yeah.
Too much games. Yeah. And then Ricardo Caraferi, for him, I think even if he's in the shower, he gets injured.
But he's probably around for that game.
I hope so. If he's around,
he's probably around.
He's one of the good players. Then for Man City, I think he's fully fit to face Arsenal.
Yes.
They have rested. They have done everything. That game, is it a title decider game.
To me,
Whoever wins it has a hand on that trophy.
to me,
Or
it is
there are
not a
still
decider.
too many games.
Yes, to me, it is not a decider. If I told this game was to come in like for the last 2 to 3 games,
It will be a
I would
decider.
have considered it as a decider. But currently, Arsenal needs a draw in this game. The least they can go for is
A win,
draw.
either go for it, win it all, or
Go for a draw in this game. Because Manchester City can still get some
shockers.
some shockers along the way, maybe the remaining games.
The Everton game,
Because they still have the Everton
the
game,
Brentford game,
Brentford. You are going to play the likes of
Burnley.
Burnley, but Burnley is the softer side.
Okay, Bournemouth.
Actually, Bournemouth. Then,
And the Crystal Palace game.
and those are not easy ones for Man City.
And the Aston Villa game.
Now, how do you come in and say that this is a decider? Maybe it
The
will have some
mentality,
push.
impact.
It will have some big impact on them. But I think Arsenal can still settle in and
Because
try to win the league.
Man City is doing too many trips. He's doing a trip at Everton. He's doing a trip at Bournemouth. He's doing a... Those are the trips I think he's doing.
There are 2.
Yes. Then Aston Villa, that is the last game, is at home. The Crystal Palace game is at home, and the Brentford game is at home. But on paper, these games might sound easy, but Brentford game is not an easy game.
And that
Because
game
if you
of
look at
Crystal Palace.
If you look at Brentford, where they are sitting currently, as if they are looking at a European football, with all the noise that is happening, that, you know, Premier League teams might get more spots in the Champions League. So if you are Brentford sitting in the 7th position, you would want to keep closer there. So that game is not going to be easy. And then stubborn Bournemouth game at home. We saw what they did against Arsenal. They slaughtered him, hands down. I know the Arsenal fans, they don't want to hear it, but that was a slaughter, hands down. Then if you look at the Everton game, Everton for the first time, the previous 2 seasons, Everton was in the position of West Ham and Spurs, fighting relegation. This time around, they are fighting to go into European football for a very long time. So even that game, it's going to be a very different game looking at it. So, and the good news is, while Man City has been playing 1 game a week, but this week we are going into is having the Southampton game, the FA game. So meaning Arsenal will be playing Newcastle, Man City will be playing. Okay, there is a gap of 3-2. Like they are going to play almost equal games, amount of games. Not like Arsenal has played Champions League, Man City is resting. City will play that game, and they're going to fix that Bournemouth game somewhere
in the midweek.
So Arsenal will be playing like maybe the Champions League or something. They will also be playing. So, and I remember when you were telling us that Man City with this squad, every time there are more games, 2 in a week, their squad, they start dropping.
They will start staggering somewhere.
They will start staggering somewhere. So how do you see that game on Sunday?
Probably I'm seeing a draw.
A draw
in that game.
Because if you look
deep, that game, for Arsenal's preparations, if at all, they are very serious with what they want. Because
that also goes back to the players, because we might be here talking a lot when the players, for them, they want on their Champions League. Because for there, they put a serious fight.
Even this side, but sometimes things would come in not so good.
The way you expect them.
Actually. Not the way you expect them to come out. But Mikel Arteta, I think he has done his part very, very well.
It is now down to the boys.
Yes, down to the boys, because they have to put up a very serious fight for the remaining games. However much they want to win trophies, or they are hungry for the trophies, they have to put in serious attention in these games. Because sometimes you see these players maybe losing some desire to win along the matches. Because when you look at the Bournemouth game, they spent some minutes doing some silly mistakes, but they could not try to cover up them urgently. When Mosquera came in, they had a good game. However much they were not in a better position to win the game because Bournemouth tried to defend so well, and then they have to do the same thing. If at all they don't have Ben White on their pitch and they have Mosquera, which means they have to be solid in all what they do. Attack Man City seriously as possible and not letting Man City play you throughout the game because they are better off in that sector. They try to play you out with their very skilled players because they have them. Then you don't have the same skilled players like those of Man City. And then the number of players at the bench that can change the game, they are more than yours. Because even though you are going in for a beautiful game, you have to be having some other players for plan B. And then here comes in Arsenal that has a bench that we are talking about to be having a good depth, but currently they are sitting in a position where they have injured players that are very crucial to their team. Mikel Merino, the likes of Bukayo Saka, their captain. Then if at all you try to go in for this game, it means you are going to die for that minute the moment you step onto the pitch with a less number of players to change your game. So you are playing Pep Guardiola, he's also under pressure. It's not that he's relaxing because he's seeing that he has chances
of touching it,
of grabbing this trophy away from Arsenal. And they are trying to use media to put down Arsenal or to play down Arsenal. This is where I saw Mikel Arteta coming in and saying that they are on fire and they are very ready.
We are waiting for that fire on Sunday.
Okay, we shall see the fire.
Because honestly, the fire didn't come out well. I think it was meaning, I don't know which fire. Because the way was, I see fire and as I thought the dragon is going to come and... but...
So we shall see the game. But for me, I think it will be a beautiful game. For whoever will start for Arsenal and Manchester City, because they have some bit of rivalry in them. We're going to see the key battles. Erling Haaland against Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba, and then another key battles there. Donnarumma against David Raya, because if you see the stats, Donnarumma is doing great saves and David Raya. However, David Raya has more clean sheets than Donnarumma. And I think Arsenal players, they always keep something. Like there is always something that they go to play for. I'm sure what Ryan Cheeky did, we might see something in that game to remind us that final at Wembley. So a bit of revenge for it.
Either Ben White kicking him, or Ismail Skeri kicking him, or Gabriel Magalhaes. I'm just waiting for that battle. Then in the midfield, Declan Rice and Rodri, whoever Guardiola will go with, that key battle. But is there any player that can replace Martin Zubimendi in Arsenal right now currently? Because his form is down, but even if you look at the bench, me personally, I'm not seeing any player that can come and
coming in to replicate Zubimendi's structure at Arsenal currently. However much is new at this team, he has given them like
a better playing
in the midfield for what they need. Because you might ask for more from Zubimendi, but this is the guy who has played many matches
compared to all,
and he's still trying to give you the best. Because mistakes are part of football, but how are you trying to clean up those mistakes along the way? So for me, I think Martin Zubimendi is still the best player in that position, and no one can replicate his position currently. However much you come in to ask for Norgard, maybe for some minutes, if at all you win some games with some good number of goals, you can ask for substitutions. But if it is Martin Zubimendi for serious games, you have no one to go for other than him.
Anyway, Bernardo Silva announced he's leaving Man City at the end of the season. More players and good players that have done it in Premier League. We started with, before Mohamed Salah, who was the first one to Casemiro. Silva also has joined.
Then Robertson was in there too.
We forget him so much because he has been sidelined for a very long time, and which I feel Liverpool, the onslaught, one of the things he has made to cost him a lot of games. That guy should be starting on my, because Mari Kekes is good. You want to replace him, but there are some games whereby you needed the experience and the person who has done it on highest level. That was him, but Onslaught decided to do so. So, Bernardo Silva, how do you rate his career in English Premier League?
100% is 85% good work. Because he has helped Man City achieve many trophies. So at Man City it is 100%. Then along the way, because you have lost some trophies to Liverpool, then maybe some other domestic trophies too, but actually even in the Champions League, so you come in with an 80% for Bernardo Silva, because his work has been very exceptional. Because for me, I rate his work above than even above of KDB, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, the likes of the so-called Drum or Sadio Mane, the likes of Firmino. This guy has been very consistent with his work at Manchester City, leading them to many trophies. So to me, there is nothing to demand from Bernardo Silva other than giving him a very good and warm goodbye or farewell.
Good. There is another game. Manchester United going at Stamford Bridge. All wounded dogs. They all lost. Leeds beating Man United, and then Chelsea losing 3-0 at home against Man City. So they are facing off with a short player. United has a very sad backline, facing a lot of injuries and indisciplined players. Lisandro Martinez, red card, and Harry Maguire, he was added another ban, so don't expect him on the Chelsea game. So you look, and I had Kobe Mainoo having some issue,
but he came back. He's around.
So when you look at but even Chelsea's back is not that good, because Rich James is not available. Charoba still not available. So they're having Wesley Fofana and Tosin,
Malo Gusto,
and Cucurella, and maybe who else? Those are the backs they have. So I feel same.
It's not the same.
same.
Because
when you
look at the
United,
back line,
they have Yoro, Lukshaw, Dalot, Mazarawi, Eden Evans. So that back is same.
It is nowhere near looking the same, because Chelsea defense currently, with the players they want to play in, I think Chelsea defense is better, because these guys have tried to play some number of games together. The likes of Fofana, Tosin, and then Malo Gusto and Cucurella. And then when you look at the defensive options Manchester United has currently to implement into that game, Aleni Yoro and Eden Heaven, for the least number of games they have played together, they have conceded 7 goals. Those youngsters, and those are the options they have for centre back.
Lukshaw can come into centre back. They can play a back three. Lukshaw,
you play centre back
and Yoro. Then you get Dalot.
A back three at Chelsea.
Yes.
Facing the attack of Cole Palmer.
Then you go into the midfield and you're like, these guys, they work twice. Because if you have a Kobe Mainoo, Casemiro, Ugati in there, then Bruno Fernandes, Amadi Diallo. So that team can prepare.
What are you implying or trying to play?
I'm showing you. I'm showing you how they can set up and they win Chelsea.
Then where is Matthias Cunha?
Matthias Cunha, he has been not playing well.
Where is Mbeumo?
Mbeumo can play. The way Ruben was playing then, Mbeumo was there, Amadi was there, but Amadi was covering from
The back line.
Yes, the back line. And he makes those transition runs at very high pace. Then you go on the other side.
It will still look leaky. When you look at Chelsea,
the good thing, they are both actually they are meeting a underperforming Chelsea, because if you look at Chelsea, they are also underperforming. They are not at their best.
And Chelsea has brought in Enzo Fernandez from their team band.
Yes, I understand. But apart from the back line of Manchester United, the rest of players are there.
Yes, they are there.
So meaning you can say, let me score you 5, you score me 3, I win that game. Because Manchester United, they were man down against Leeds, but they don't look as if they were man down. So if they keep that energy,
for the 15 minutes only, in the 65 minutes to the maybe like 17
minutes.
It was like 15 minutes.
It was like 25 minutes.
Not really. It was like 15 minutes that
they scored the goal after the red card.
Yes.
You understand?
After the red card,
if they managed to play 10 men and they managed to put that intensity game, so they can bring that game.
Do you know how many times they survived it?
I know.
Manchester City.
But even Leeds survived.
They survived, but
so it's all about now Man United to take their chances. Clinical.
It is going to be very hard for Manchester United to get a win from Stamford Bridge.
I see that game, Manchester United winning it. The biggest choice is going to do it's a draw. United, they cannot handle that pressure losing 2 games in a row.
We are here. We shall see. Do you think Chelsea is a joking subject?
Chelsea.
They faced Manchester City.
Yes.
Manchester City is a stronger side than Leeds.
Yes, of course.
And in their game planning, they did not have Enzo, whereby he's one of their good players or their best players. And then you are coming in for the game where you have to prove yourself from a defeat or from somebody who is running in for the title. And then Manchester United is going on an away game. They are not at home. So the home advantage against Chelsea with their mentality of trying to push themselves to secure Champions League football. I don't think it will be easy for Manchester United to get a win at Stamford Bridge.
Another game, a very crucial game. Tottenham is hosting Brighton. That game, if any results happen and it's not a win for Tottenham, Tottenham is into a very serious problems. They are going down. Spurs, you're going down, 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 down. You're being relegated. If Spurs doesn't win this game, they are already in the drop zone. They are 2 points. Oh my God, Spurs.
But this time I have a feeling, however much Brighton is stubborn, Spurs might get 3 points from this game.
Spurs. If you look at the last 4 games,
they have lost.
Spurs has lost, and badly, terrible. 4-2, 4-1, 4-0.
Even the West Ham game.
No, I'm talking about head-to-head, Brighton and Spurs. Brighton has been seriously handling Spurs very 4-1, 4-2, 4-0. Those are the scoreline. Spurs, I think, has 1 game, 1 win against Brighton in the last 5 games, and it was 2-1, something like that. Robert Deservi, this is his 2nd game in charge. He started his first game at a very tough game, going away at Sunderland. That was really a very tough game, but he's at home now, but hosting Brighton. Remember, he was at Brighton for a very long time.
Yeah.
So he's hosting his former employees, where he did wonders. And he was seriously caning close to Tottenham when he was at Brighton. So they are facing now is on the other side of Tottenham, and Brighton is coming. How do you see Spurs surviving a relegation?
For me, I'm not yet well convinced with the Spurs
going down.
Back.
Because
I'm still seeing some chances they might.
Spurs to survive. this is what they have. West Ham to lose, Nottingham Forest to lose, and Leeds to lose. When Spurs is winning, by the way. That is the issue. And if you look at the games, Leeds is playing Wolves, and Leeds is the one at home. Wolves already has given up. He's preparing for championship football. So Leeds is playing Wolves. And another team that Spurs has to look for to lose is West Ham
and Nottingham Forest.
West Ham. Nottingham Forest is playing Burnley at home. Burnley already given up. Nottingham Forest is playing Burnley at home. And West Ham, I think West Ham is playing on Monday. Let me see. West Ham is playing on Monday, is going against Crystal Palace. The teams that you don't want to meet are those three teams. Actually, four. Leeds, West Ham, Nottingham Forest, and Spurs. Because for them, as much as you're saying Man City and Arsenal, they are going for a title, this one, they don't want to be relegated. So it's going to be a very tough game. I don't know. But this is the game. If Doba Dizabi doesn't win this game, I count Spurs relegated. Because if you look at their next game, Spurs, you're going to be shocked. Oh my God. Spurs, he still has teams like, let me see. Spurs, they have to go. They have to go at Wolves. They have to go at Aston Villa. They have Leeds. They have Chelsea and Everton. He has to win all these games to survive. No, unless when the other guys are losing. But Brighton is not an easy game. Wolves are away. They still have nothing to fight for but respect and whatsoever. And then Aston Villa, they are fighting for top 4, top 5. You still have to face Leeds, the one you battling with. And then you have Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, noisy neighbor, North London derby. And then you have Everton, who is trying to go into European football for almost a decade.
We are waiting to see, but Spurs.
When I say Spurs is going down, down, Uncle JK, Spurs. Relegation, come on, Spurs. La 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 la. Relegation, Spurs. You're going down. There's no joy I'll have when Spurs is relegated. I'll be happy.
Because you are an Arsenal fan.
No, I did not say that. I said joy. Just like the way I said, the joy I'm going to have when Arsenal wins Champions League. I'm going to be here.
We are waiting. We have no problem. We are waiting.
Then there is another game to watch. Liverpool on Sunday. They are going against Everton. Manchester. It's called Merseyside derby.
Yes.
Everton. Liverpool. Hugo Ekitike is out
with a long-term injury. He got a ruptured Achilles.
He might even miss. Actually, it's not a might. He's out of World Cup. It is official.
Even next season.
Even next season. Actually, sometimes
the whole of next season.
It can even go
beyond 1 year
or 1 year plus. Because 1 year healing. And then another almost a year recovery. So he might be sidelined for like 2 years.
Right.
It is a very, very, very sad injury to watch. He has had a very good performance this season, because if you look at Liverpool, you have Isak, but Ekitike was in there and you couldn't feel the need to cry for Isak to come back. And then if you look at going into World Cup France, you would say Ekitike and Marcus Thuram. I think when you see the playing style for France, I would go with Ekitike. Playing beautiful, he can, cut, he can receive the ball, he can shoot, he can do what. So I think he had his seat in World Cup. Unfortunately, injury happened. So I feel it's a big miss for Liverpool. So this is where I think now Liverpool they're working hard, because now you need to replace him, because I don't think Liverpool they can sit comfortably and they say they are relying on Isak. He cannot play 5 games in a row.
He might even go back for another long-term injury. Even before the season ends.
The Newcastle fans prayed for these moments. They were saying, Isak, Liverpool, if you dare get Isak, we play like him to be sidelined, and it happened.
That is what they got.
But still, even Newcastle, what they got. Nico Walter-Alderman.
But that's the structure of Newcastle. They get their players along the way. They start working up. You might see Baltimore they working in next season. Because he was doing some good work at the start of the season. But along the way, when they had their team being sidelined with good players like the likes of Tonali, the likes of Grimares, Joel Hitton, because they have not had many number of games with their best midfield. So that contributes to Voltimadi's performance too, because he has been deployed in deeper positions to try and play for Newcastle. That means you are being pulled away from the spot where you usually get goals from. So to me, Newcastle, we might see Voltimadi next season working in proper, but they have a good midfield. But for Alexander Isak, I think they have to get a fast competitor when the season ends. If they don't get, they will still cry.
Are you seeing the Liverpool board backing Ancelotti coming next season, or they will look for another alternative?
I've been saying this all time. I'm not seeing Ancelotti next season at Liverpool.
I was also surprised and shocked that he's still there, according to the performance he has put. But Liverpool, if you look at their history, they are not those clubs that they rush into making decisions. They always stick with that decision. So I won't be shocked if coming next season when Ancelotti is there, but I want to be shocked 10 games into the season and we see sacked.
We are waiting.
I won't be so surprised.
We are waiting for Liverpool.
Do you see them getting a win or a point in Everton game?
Not really. Maybe when the season ends. Because that is their preparation. They usually don't do such sacking.
No, I'm saying the game they are going against Everton. So are you saying?
I'm saying Liverpool winning. Yes.
Everton.
However much it is a hard game for them, because it is a derby, but they usually come in with a upper hand. So to me, I'm saying Liverpool winning this game. With the smallest margin. Yes.
The smallest margin.
Maybe like 1-0, 2-1, something like that.
Nottingham Forest, Aston Villa, Crystal Palace onto the semi-finals into European football. As Nottingham Forest, I think for almost I don't know how many years they have come to that big stage for a very long time. So those are the teams that they have outperformed their season. At the same time, however, they are fighting relegation this side, but at European level they have been performing wonderful.
They have trained.
Their new coach, is it Victor who? He has really organized the team that what was the name of that guy, the Portuguese guy that they fired?
coach.
The coach, yes.
Nuno
Espirito. He left them in a very disorganized state, but the guy has come in. He's not a common guy, but the guy has organized in a very short period, and Nottingham Forest is coming on top. Then Unai Emery, most likely to win the game. And sadly, we are going to have two English teams facing each other in European semi-finals.
Yeah.
So that was a sad for me. I would prefer them to meet at the finals, or maybe, but sadly they are meeting.
Let us wait and see for them. But for me, I think
Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest.
I think
you see winning that.
I think Aston Villa will come in through to the final because they have a well-prepared team than Nottingham Forest.
They have, because if you have Oli Watkins and you have Tommy Abraham on the bench, that is a solid team. You have who is he? Morgan Rogers. You have the likes of John McGinney,
Yuri
Telemans, Onana, Ezri Konsa in the back, Martinez. Well, that team is good.
It's a good one.
Jordan Sancho is also there. He plays when he wants. They have this. No, that is a Newcastle guy. I was going to say Sula. that I don't know. That guy is talented. The Newcastle guy Sula, he has space but I don't know. Hedy Hugh, I don't know how he's handling him, but I don't know. He might be one of those Bible players, spot on talent. His pace, awareness, and he's quick with the ball. So Freiburg, Braga, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest, that is the semi-finals in Europa. Then Crystal Palace is going against Shakhtar, and then Rayo Vallecano, Strasbourg. Those are the semi-final. I feel we might have a winner of Europa and a conference. And the second time in a row, English club, same as last year. Tottenham winning it and Chelsea winning conference. It might happen again, because I feel Aston Villa is okay. Tottenham, not ruling out Nottingham Forest, but I feel Aston Villa, according to the pedigree of the coach Unai Emery, he has more caps than any other coach, so he's experienced there. I think he lost the final against when he was under at Arsenal, but most of the finals he has won them. Then here, Crystal Palace, I feel they are capable of beating this Shakhtar, Rayo Vallecano, Strasbourg. So yeah, I feel they can go through.